Hi guys, greetings from my side. Let us begin with the April mock drill 7 and 8. On April 23, Coal India Limited has signed its first power purchase agreement for the sale of 100 megawatt solar power to Gujarat Urja Vikas Nigam Limited, GUVNL. Tenure of the agreement period is for 25 years. CIL is the world's largest coal producing company last month and had won a 100 megawatt solar power project in reverse auction conducted by GUVNL. CIL signed its first power purchase agreement for the sale of 100 megawatt solar power to Gujarat Urja Vikas Nigam Limited. Headquarter of CIL is in Kolkata. Director is Anil Kumar Jha. CMD is Pramod Agarwal. On April 23, C2 Indian Green Building Council has launched IGBC mission on net zero to facilitate India achieve net zero carbon emission status by 2050. More than 250 leading organizations in building sector have committed to achieve net zero status for their new and existing buildings. So C2 Indian Green Building Council have launched IGBC mission on net zero to achieve net zero carbon emission by 2050. Headquarter of India Green Building is in Hyderabad, Telangana. Chairman is Vasudevan Suresh. On April 23, the Drug Controller of India has granted emergency use approval for pharma major Zydus Cadilla's antiviral drug Varafin to treat moderate COVID-19 disease in adults. So DCGI has granted emergency use approval for Varafin, antiviral drug of Zydus Cadila. Drug Controller General of India is VG Somani. Headquarter of Zydus Cadila is in Ahmedabad, Gujarat, and CEO is Pankaj Patel. On April 23, Delhi International Airport Limited has launched a new and fresh concept to rejuvenate the international flyers departing from Indira Gandhi International Airport. DIAL has recently introduced the first of its kind oxygen bar, namely OxyPure. So Indira Gandhi International Airport, Delhi Airport, became the first to introduce the first of its kind oxygen bar called OxyPure. On April 24, the government has planned to bring around 9 million hectares of land under mustard cultivation and also aims to raise the production of to around 17 million metric tons, right? So a webinar on Mission Mustard 2025 was organized by Solvent Extractors Association of India. The government is targeting Andhra Pradesh, Telangana and Kerala for non-traditional areas, so all almost southern states. Government plans to bring around 9 million hectares of land under mustard cultivation and it aims to achieve the production of around 17 million tons MT by 2025-26. Solvents Extractor Association of India is organized a webinar on Mission Mustard 2025. On April 24, Ola Electric has revealed its plan to set up world's largest electric two-wheeler charging network called Hypercharge Network. Ola with its partner will set up it at an estimated cost of $2 billion over a period of 5 years. So Ola Electric is going to build the world's largest EV two-wheeler charging network, Hypercharger Network. It will be set up at a cost of $2 billion over a period of 5 years. CEO is Bhavish Agarwal. Headquarter of Ola is in Bengaluru, Karnataka. On April 26th, IRDAI has allowed insurers to invest in debt securities issued by the infrastructure investment trusts and real estate investment trusts. Instruments rated or downgraded below AA should form part of other investments. As per IRDAI, 75% of the insurer investments have to be in AA related assets, while 25% can go to instruments rated AA or even A-. So IRDAI has allowed insurers to invest in debt securities issued by InvITs and REITs at least 75% in AA related assets. Headquarter of IRDAI is in Hyderabad, Telangana. Chairman is Subhash Chandra Khuntia. Executive Director is Suresh Mathur. On April 24th, the time for the payment of the amount payable under the Direct Tax Vivad Se Vishwas Act 2020 without an additional amount has been extended to June 30. The government has extended the timeline for passing of any order for assessment or reassessment under the Income Tax Act. So you can see it here, government has extended the deadline for payment under the Vivad Se Vishwas scheme to June 30. The population of dolphins in Chilika Lake has doubled this year compared with the last year. It is India's largest brackish water lake along the Odisha coast. 3 species were recorded during the census, with 544 Irrawaddy, bottlenose, and humpback dolphins cited this year. So, the population of dolphins in Chilika Lake has doubled this year compared with the last year. Odisha's capital is Bhubaneswar, CM is Naveen Patnaik, Governor is Ganeshi Lal. On April 26, to provide better educational opportunities for Ladakhi students, the Fire and Fury Corps of Indian Army has initiated the project Ladakh Ignited Minds, a center for excellence and wellness. So, Fire and Fury Corps initiated Ladakh Ignited Minds, a center for excellence and wellness project. Project is related to education for Ladakhi students. Capital is Leh of Ladakh and Lieutenant Governor is R.K. Mathur. On April 26, the Madras High Court has called the Election Commission of India the most irresponsible institution and has also blamed it for the raging second wave of COVID-19 in Tamil Nadu and Pondicherry. So, Madras High Court has blamed the ECI for the raging second wave of COVID-19. Chief Justice of Madras High Court is Justice Sanjeev Banerjee. WHO will provide 4,000 oxygen concentrators to India amid surge in COVID-19 cases. An oxygen concentrator uses the air nearby to filter oxygen and is the best solution for oxygen supply at home. An oxygen concentrator can be used for individuals who may have low blood oxygen levels. It pulls oxygen from the surrounding air and helps in getting the oxygen to a person who may need it. On April 26, the 551 PSA oxygen generation plants will be set up in government hospitals located in district headquarters across India with the PM CARES Fund. This plant will give a boost to the public health system and ensure that each district hospital has a captive oxygen generation facility. So 551 PSA oxygen generation plants are to be set up in a government hospitals across India with PM CARES Fund. On April 25th, India has recorded 30% increase in agriculture export last year in comparison to 2019-20 despite COVID situation. 1.3 lakh crore of export business was recorded last year in comparison to 1.1 lakh crore rupees in previous financial year. Headquarters of APDA is in New Delhi. Chairman is Pawan K. Bora Thakur, established in the year 1986. On April 26, the foundation stone of integrated solar dryer and pyrolysis pilot was led by Dr. KJ Sriram, Director CSIR Central Leather Research Institute, Chennai, on the occasion of 74th Foundation Day of CLRI. The pilot is a part of the Indo-German project Pyrasol. So Dr. KJ Sriram has led the foundation stone of integrated solar dryer and pyrolysis project pilot at Chennai TN. April 23rd is the 74th Foundation Day of CSIR CLRI. On April 27th, the cost of vaccinating all Indians above the age of 18 years against COVID-19 will be just 0.36% of India's annual GDP, according to a study by India's Rating and Research. It pegged the overall cost at 67,193 crore. Union government will incur rupees 20,870 crore and state government together will incur rupees 46,323 crore. Headquarters of India IND-RA is in Mumbai, Maharashtra. On April 26th, Google CEO Sundar Pichai and his Microsoft counterpart Satya Nadella have assured that India is going to be helped as it grapples with the raging coronavirus crisis. Google is providing rupees 135 crore in funding at Give India and UNICEF for medical supplies, for supporting high-risk communities and granting help to spread critical information related to COVID-19. Headquarters of Google is in California, United States. CEO Sundar Pichai, founded in the year 1998. Coming to international affairs, on April 22, India has built infrastructure for 3 educational institutions: Sri Rambha Higher Secondary School, Sri Lakshmi Higher Secondary School, and Sri Nava Adarsha Multiple Campus in Nepal's Palpa district, and handed it over. It was built with the Government of India's financial assistance of Nepalese rupees 98.37 million. So you can see it here. India has built infrastructure for 3 educational institutions in Palpa district, Nepal. Government of India's financial assistance for this was Nepalese rupees 98.37 million. Nepal's capital is Kathmandu. Nepalese rupees currency. President is Vidya Devi Bhandari. On April 23, Japan's health ministry has approved the use of rheumatoid arthritis drug baricitinib for COVID-19 patients, the third such approval after remdesivir and dexamethasone. So Japan has approved the use of rheumatoid arthritis drug baricitinib for COVID-19 patients. Japan's capital is Tokyo, currency yen. PM is Yoshihide Suga. On April 23, the US House of Representatives has passed a bill to make Washington DC, also known as the District of of Colombia, the 51st state. By a vote of 216 to 208, the Democratic controlled House approved the initiative with no Republican support. The new state will be named as Washington Douglas Commonwealth. So, US House of Representatives passed a bill to make Washington DC the 51st state. USA's capital is Washington DC, US dollar is currency. 46th president is Joe Biden, 49th VP is Kamala Harris. On April 25th, China's first Mars rover has been named Zhurong after a traditional fire god. The rover is aboard the Tianwen-1 probe and is due to land in May to look for evidence of life. The rover's title fits with Chinese name for Mars, Huozing or Firestar. China will become the third country after the former Soviet Union and United States to put a robot rover on Mars. So China's first Mars rover is named Zhurong after a traditional fire god. It will be landed on Mars in May. China's capital is Beijing, currency is renminbi, president is Xi Jinping. On April 24, Saudi Arabia is shipping 80 metric tons of liquid oxygen to India as the country is running low on supplies due to unprecedented spike in coronavirus cases. The supply shipment is being undertaken in cooperation with Adani Group and Linde Company. So Saudi Arabia is shipping 80 metric tons of liquid oxygen to India. Supply shipment is being undertaken in cooperation with Adani Group and Linde PLC. Headquarters of Adani Group is in Ahmedabad, Gujarat. CEO is Karan Adani. On April 26, Saudi Arabia will join the US, Canada, Norway and Qatar in forming net zero producers for oil and gas producers to discuss how can they support the implementation of the Paris Agreement on climate change. US President Joe Biden unveiled plans to cut emissions by 50% to 52% from 2005 levels. So Saudi Arabia is going to join the US, Canada, Norway and Qatar in forming the Net Zero Producers Forum. Saudi Arabia's capital is Riyadh, Saudi Riyal is currency. Saudi Crown Prince is Mohammed bin Salman. On April 20, a new global partnership called Blue Nature Alliance partners to protect 18 million square kilometers of ocean globally over 5 years. It is a collaboration led by Conservation International, the Pew Charitable Trust, the Global Environment Facility, Mindru Foundation, the Rob and Melanie Walton Foundation. It aims to achieve a global target of conserving at least 30% of the ocean by 2030. So Blue Nature Alliance partners to protect 18 million square kilometers of ocean globally over 5 years. On April 26, Project Dantak is commemorating its Diamond Jubilee in Bhutan as it has completed 60 years. Project Dantak was established on April 24, 1961 as a result of visionary leadership of His Majesty the Third King and then Prime Minister Jawaharlal Nehru. So Project Dantak is commemorating its Diamond Jubilee in Bhutan. It was established on April 24, 1961. Bhutan's capital is Thimphu, Bhutanese Ngultram is currency, PM is Lotse Tshering. On April 26, New Zealand has decided to develop a drone that is capable of finding and tracking Maui dolphins using artificial intelligence. There are just 63 Maui dolphins remaining off the west coast of New Zealand. It is developed by non-profit organization MAUI 163. So New Zealand has decided to develop a drone that is capable of finding and tracking Maui dolphins. There are just 63 Maui dolphins remaining off the west coast of New Zealand. New Zealand's capital is Wellington, currency is dollar, Prime Minister is Jacinda Ardern. Coming to banking and economic affairs, ICICI Bank and SBI cards have seen robust growth in the credit card issuances between December 2020 and February 2021, coinciding with a temporary halt on HDFC Bank sourcing new cards. HDFC Bank has continued to maintain its market leadership in the credit card segment. The India Digital Payment Report 2020 by Worldline had revealed that 15 banks accounts for more than 95% of credit cards issued in India. So ICICI Bank and SBI cards issued growth because HDFC Bank, due to a temporary halt, had not sourced new cards. So automatically the competition grew. Headquarters of HDFC Bank is in Mumbai, Maharashtra. MD and CEO is Shashidhar Jagdishan. Tagline is "We understand your world." On April 23, the RBI has restricted American Express Banking Corporation and Diners Club International Limited from onboarding new domestic customers on their card networks from May 1 for violating data storage norms. These are payment system operators authorized to operate card networks in India under the Payment and Settlement System Act 2007. So RBI has restricted American Express and Diners Club from onboarding new customers from May 1. PSOs are authorized to operate card networks in India under payment and settlement systems. Headquarters of American Express is in New York, USA. CEO is Stephen Squeri. Headquarters of Diner Club is in Riverwood, Illinois, US. President and CEO is Eduardo Tobon. On April 24th, the RBI has extended the interim way and means advances limit of Rs 51,560 crore for all states and union territories up to September 30, 2021. Indian states and UTs can avail special drawing facility, WMA, way and means advances, and overdraft at an interest rate equal to the RBI's repo rate, which is 4%. So RBI has extended the interim WMA limit of Rs 51,560 crore for all states and UTs up to September 30, 2021. Indian state and UTs now can avail SDF, WMA and overdraft at an interest rate of 4%. Headquarters of RBI is in Mumbai. Governor is Shaktikanta Das, established in the year 1st April 1935. On April 22, Axis Direct, a flagship brand of Axis Securities, a fully owned subsidiary of Axis Bank, has launched a revolutionary mobile app, Axis Direct Ring, to make investment in stock markets simple, fast and rewarding. Axis Direct Ring scans the market meticulously to help investors find investment opportunities every 60 seconds. So Axis Direct has launched a revolutionary mobile app, Axis Direct Ring, to make investment in stock markets. Headquarters of Axis Bank is in Mumbai. MD and CEO is Amitabh Chaudhary. Tagline is Badhti Ka Naam Zindagi. MD and CEO of Axis Direct is B. Gop Kumar. On April 13, in order to encourage people to get COVID-19 jabs, state-run Central Bank of India has launched a special deposit scheme offering an additional interest rate of 25 basis points above the applicable card rate for those who get vaccinated. The new product, Immune India Deposit Scheme, has a maturity of 1,111 days. So Central Bank of India has launched the Immune India Deposit Scheme. Additional interest rate is 25 basis points. Maturity period is 1111 days. Headquarters of CBOI is in Mumbai, Maharashtra. CEO is Matam Venkata Rao. On April 21, RBI has relaxed the dividend payout norms of commercial banks and allowed them to pay up to 50% of what they paid before COVID from the profits for the fiscal ending March 31, 2021. So RBI has allowed the commercial banks to pay up to 50% of the pre-COVID dividends. Headquarters of RBI is in Mumbai. Governor is Shaktikanta Das, established in the year 1st April 1935. On April 26, non-banking finance companies can now start operations in Gujarat's Gift City. This is actually International Financial Trade Center, so this will include both local and global NBFC. They are allowed by the International Financial Service Center Authority to offer a whole range of services: loans, investment banking, exotic derivative trades, third-party product sale, etc. On April 24th, the RBI in its circular Corporate Governance in Banks, Appointment of Director and Constitution of Committees on the Board, has asked private banks that the chair of the board should be an independent director. The post of the MD and CEO cannot be held by the same person for more than 15 years. RBI has also fixed the maximum age of 70 for MD and CEO and 75 for non-executive directors. So RBI's Corporate Governance in Banks, Appointment of Directors and Constitution of Committees of the Board. RBI has fixed 15 years as the tenure for the MD and CEO for whole-time directors to hold their post in bank. RBI has also fixed the maximum age of 70 for MD and CEO and 75 for non-executive directors. On April 24th, SEBI Mutual Fund has launched SBI Nifty Next 50 Fund Index Fund. So it's not SEBI, it's SBI. So SBI Mutual Fund has launched SBI Nifty Next 50 Index Fund, an open-ended index scheme that would replicate the performance of Nifty Next 50 Index. The NFO will open on April 28th and close for subscriptions on May 11. Nifty Next 50 has completed 25 years on April 22, 2021. It is the flagship index of National Stock Exchange, launched in 1996. So SBI Mutual Fund has launched SBI Nifty Next 50 Index Fund, an open-ended index scheme. Nifty Next 50 is a flagship index of NSE. Headquarters of SBI Mutual Fund is in Mumbai, Maharashtra. MD and CEO is Vinay M. Tonse. On April 24th, Paytm has launched a new India's first video-based wealth community wherein users can interact with subject matter experts on topics such as stocks, IPOs, ETFs, mutual funds, among others. The Paytm wealth community is initially being offered in beta mode on Paytm Money platform. So Paytm has launched new and India's video-based wealth community. Headquarters of Paytm Money is in Bengaluru, Karnataka. CEO is Varun Sridhar, founded in the year 2009. On April 22, from April 19 to 23, Indian Air Force. This is the news on which came on April 22. So from April 19 to 23, Indian Air Force Chief Air Marshal R.K.S. Bhadauria has made an official visit of 5 days to France, aimed at bolstering the level of interaction between the two air forces. So France is actually a very, very good partner. Even in the Security Council vote after the nuclear test in 1998, they did not vote against India. They are helping ISRO, they are helping our Air Force to bolster its capacities by providing Rafale. It's not that we are not paying for it, but they have agreed to many terms which are suitable to in our needs, right? So France is a very, very important partner in our growth as a nation, and that shows in our RKF's Bhadauриa's visit, who is the Air Chief Marshal. He flagged off 4 Rafale fighter jets for India from a military airbase in France. This is the 5th ferry of Rafale jets from France to India, and their arrival will take the total number of Rafale jets in IAF inventory to 18. So RKS Bhadauria has made an official visit of 5 days to France. He flagged off 4 Rafale fighter jets. This is the 5th ferry of Rafale jets. France capital is Paris, currency euro. President is Emmanuel Macron. New PM is Jean Castex. On April 23, Indian Navy has sent its deep submergence rescue vessel from Visakhapatnam to assist Indonesian Navy in trying to find its KRI Nanggala submarine. So Indian Navy has set a rescue mission by sending deep submergence rescue vessel to help Indonesia find its KRI Nanggala submarine. Indonesia's capital is Jakarta. Rupiah is the currency. President is Joko Widodo. The Pension Fund Regulatory and Development Authority (PFRDA) is planning to raise the maximum age of entry into national pension system to 70 years from 65. The Pension Authority, which regulates both NPS and Atal Pension Yojana, has registered 23% growth in its subscriber base, both under the schemes, with over 42.4 million subscribers by March 31. So PFRDA is going to raise the maximum age of entry to national payment systems to 70 years from 65. PFRDA is allowing subscribers who join after the age of 60 to continue their NPS accounts till the age of 75. Headquarter of PFRDA is in New Delhi. Chairperson is Supratim Bandyopadhyay. On April 24, PM Narendra Modi has launched distribution of e-property cards under Swamititva scheme to 4.09 lakh property owners in 5,000 villages. The scheme will cover 6.62 lakh villages by 2025. So PM Narendra Modi has also conferred National Panchayat Awards 2021. So this Swamititva scheme will cover 6.62 lakh villages by 2025. The full form of Swamititva is survey of villages and mapping with improvised technology in village areas. On April 21, the International Cricket Council has banned United Arab Emirates cricketer Qadir Ahmed Khan for 5 years for breaching the ICC anti-corruption code. So he was a cricketer from UAE and banned for 5 years by the ICC. Headquarters of ICC is in Dubai, UAE, which is the betting spat headquarters also, because all the illegal money from Middle East countries also gets accumulated here. Chairman is Greg Barclay and CEO is Manu Sahni. On April 21, a 20-member Indian contingent has created history by securing 11 medals at the ongoing AIBA Youth World Boxing Championships held in Kielce, Poland. India's women team also finished as the number 1 team with 7 medals. India has topped the overall medal tally, which was followed by Russia and Uzbekistan. All the women finalists, Geetika, Navarem Beburusa Chanu, Poonam Vinka Arunati Chaudhary, T. Sanamcha Chanu and Alfia Pathan registered victories and finished on top of the podium. So 8 gold and 3 bronze at the AIBA Youth World Boxing Championship. It was held in Kielce, Poland. Headquarters of AIBA is in Lausanne, Switzerland. President is Umar Kremlev from Russia. On April 25th, Rafael Nadal of Spain has won the Barcelona Open for 12th time. He lifts the trophy after winning the final Gordo tennis tournament against Stefano Tsitsipas of Greece in Barcelona, Spain. So Rafael Nadal, Spain, tennis, won the Barcelona Open for the 12th time. Spain's capital is Madrid. Euro is currency. PM is Pedro Sanchez. Indian boxer Amit Pangal has won a bronze medal at the Governors Cup in St. Petersburg, Russia. Amit was the lone Indian to make the medal round of Governors Cup. He also became India's first World Championship finalist in 2019. So Amit Pangal has won a bronze medal at Governors Cup in St. Petersburg, Russia. India's Jhili Dalabhera has clinched the gold medal in 45 kg category at Asian Weightlifting Championship in Tashkent, Uzbekistan. Jhili lifted the 69 kg in snatch and followed up by 88 kg in clean jerk. The championship was held in Tashkent, Uzbekistan. The first National Panchayati Raj Day was celebrated in 2010. Since then, the National Panchayati Raj Day is celebrated on April 24th every year in India. The day is annually commemorated by the Ministry of Panchayati Raj. So, the thing to remember is that April 24th is the National Panchayati Raj Day. The first time when this was the dream of Mahatma Gandhi, and in Nagaur, the first delegated power of panchayats was started. Nagaur, Rajasthan. Balwanti Raj Mehta committee dealt with it, and with the commencement of 73rd and 74th Amendment of the Constitution of India, they were made a part of the Constitution. So 73rd deals with panchayats, block committees, and zilla parishads. 74 deals with municipal corporations. World Veterinary Day or World Day for Laboratory Animals is widely observed annually on last Saturday of April every year across the world. This year it falls on April 24th. In 1863 in Hamburg, Germany, veterinary college professor John Gamgee from Edinburgh led the first International Veterinary Congress meeting. This year the theme of Veterinary Day is the veterinarian response to COVID-19 crisis. So April 24th is the World Veterinary Day or World Day for Laboratory Animals. Theme is the World Veterinarian response to COVID-19 crisis. The United Nations International Day for Multilateralism and Diplomacy for Peace was observed on April 24th to promote the three pillars of United Nations: peace, security, development, and human rights. So April 24th is the UN International Day for Multilateralism and Diplomacy for Peace. Three pillars of UN are peace and security, development, and human rights. This week from 24th to 30th April is observed globally as World Immunization Week. The aim is to raise awareness about and increase immunization against vaccine preventable diseases. This year the theme is Vaccines Brings Us Closer. April 24 to 30 is the World Immunization Week. Theme is Vaccines Bring Us Closer. World Penguin Day is annually celebrated on April 25th. It encourages people to learn more about penguins and their environment, how important they are to our ecosystem and the threat they face. Penguins are flightless birds and they are mostly found in Antarctica. April 25th is World Penguin Day. We have completed 50 points. Here we will take an 8 to 10 minute break before we finish with another 50 points and complete this mock drill International Chernobyl Disaster Remembrance Day is observed on April 26th. This year, the day marks the 35th anniversary of the accident at Chernobyl nuclear power plant on April 1986 in Ukraine, one of the most serious nuclear accidents in history. So, April 26th is the International Chernobyl Disaster Remembrance Day. 35th anniversary of the accident at Chernobyl nuclear power plant is on 26 April 1986 in Ukraine. Ukraine's capital is Kyiv. Ukrainian hryvnia is currency. President is Volodymyr Zelensky. International Delegates Day was established in 2019 by the UN General Assembly. It is observed annually on April 25th. The day is to commemorate the 850 delegates from 50 countries who participated in the San Francisco Conference in 1945. This is the actually conference which led to the development of UN as an instrument. So April 25th is the International Delegates Day by UNGA since 2019. World Intellectual Property Day is observed on April 26th each year with a variety of events and activities worldwide. It aims to increase people's awareness and understanding of intellectual property. This year the theme is IP and small and medium-sized enterprises taking your ideas to market. So April 26th is the World Intellectual Property Day. Theme is IP and small and medium-sized enterprises taking your ideas to market. The World Malaria Day was observed on 25th April 2021 and the theme of this year was reaching the zero malaria target. India represents 3% of the global malaria burden. The WHO launched E2025 initiative to end the transmission of malaria in 25 more countries by 2025. So April 25th is the World Malaria Day. Theme is reaching the zero malaria target. WHO has launched the E2025 initiative to end the transmission of malaria in 24 more countries by 2025. The World Day for Safety and Health at Work is celebrated every year on April 28th to promote the prevention of occupational accident and diseases globally. The day was first observed in 2003 by the International Labour Organization. 20th April is also observed as the International Commemoration Day for Diseased and Injured Workers. So April 28th is World Day for Safety and Health at Work and International Day for Commemoration for Diseased and Injured Workers too. For both days are celebrated on April 28th. So coming to award required recognition and prizes, Lau Jane Hathol is awarded the top European Right Prize called Vaclav Havel Human Rights Prize. So I will repeat it again. Vaclav Havel Human Rights Prize was awarded to Lau Jane L. Hathol. It is awarded annually by PACE. Headquarter is Strasbourg, France. This headquarter is in France, and this is a very different country. This is a very different country when it comes to like rights, liberty, and equality. If you must know, then the France government has not taken any sorry for the Charlie Hebdo cartoons also, right? So a very different concept goes in this countries of liberty, equality, and fraternity, which led to the development of our preamble also. So it's in the headquarter of by this PACE is in Strasbourg, France. Saudi Arabia's capital is Riyadh. Saudi Riyal currency. Saudi Crown Prince is Mohammed bin Salman. On April 26, the Uttar Pradesh government has won the E-Panchayat Puraskar 2021, ranking first in category 1. UP was followed by Assam and Chhattisgarh at second position, while Odisha and Tamil Nadu stood third. So Uttar Pradesh won the first prize in E-Panchayat Puraskar 2021 under category 1. Second spot is of Assam and Chhattisgarh. Third is also Odisha and Tamil Nadu. UP's capital is Lucknow. CM Yogi Adityanath. Governor is Anandiben Patel. On April 26, Chloe Zhao's Nomadland has won the Best Picture at the 93rd Academy Awards, where the China-born Zhao became the first woman of color to win Best Director. Other awards were given as below. Best Picture is Nomadland. Best Director is Chloe Zhao. Best Actor is Anthony Hopkins. Best Actress is Frances McDormand. Best Animated Feature Film is Soul. Best International Feature Film is Another Round. Best Documentary Film is My Octopus Teacher. On April 27, Dr. Kriti K. Karnath, Chief Conservation Scientist at Bengaluru-based Center for Wildlife Studies, has been chosen as the first Indian and Asian woman for the 2021 Wild Innovator Award. The award is given by the Wild Elements Foundation. So Dr. Kirti K. Karnath was chosen as the first Indian and Asian woman for Wild Innovator Award 2021. Location for Center for Wildlife Studies is in Bengaluru, Karnataka. Coming to appointment and resignations, on April 25th, Armenia's Prime Minister Nikol Pashinyan has resigned to enable snap election. He will continue to act as the country's leader until the election. So Nikol Pashinyan, Prime Minister of Armenia, passed away. Armenia's capital is Yerevan and dram is the currency. On April 26, the Security and Exchange Board of India has given approval to the appointment of Arun Raste as the MD and CEO of National Commodity and Derivative Exchange (NCDX) for a period of 5 years. He is currently associated with National Dairy Development Board as an executive director. So he is appointed as the MD and CEO of NCDX for a period of 5 years. Headquarters of NCDX is in Mumbai, Maharashtra. CEO is Vijay Kumar Venkatraman. Justice Rajesh Bindal was appointed as the acting Chief Justice of Calcutta High Court. This comes into effect because Chief Justice Thotalil Bhaskaran Nair Radhakrishnan demits office on April 28 as the Chief Justice of Calcutta High Court. President of India appoints every justice. So, like for example, in the upper courts. So, in High Court and in Supreme Court, each justice is appointed by the President with the consent of collegium. So, actually, it's collegium who decides who is going to be a judge, but appointment is done by the President. The President of India appoints the Chief Justice of the State High Court under Article 223 of Indian Constitution. ASIC has appointed Ravinder Jadeja as its brand ambassador. ASIC's headquarters in Hyogo, Japan. CEO is Motoi Oyomayam. Now, the Japanese sports brand ASIC has appointed Ravinder Jadeja, the leading all-rounder of Indian cricket team, and Chennai Super King as its brand ambassador. Very important player which India has. He can bowl, he can bat, he can field, he has energy. It's great to watch him. And they have taken the right decision, hopefully, by appointing him as the brand ambassador. On April 24th, Ministry of Finance has appointed Economic Affairs Secretary Ajay Seth as the non-official director of the Central Board of RBI. He replaces Tarun Bajaj. So Ajay Seth has appointed as the non-official director of the Central Board of RBI. Headquarters of RBI is in Mumbai. Governor is Shaktikanta Das, established in the year 1st April 1935. On April 27, Cuba's Communist Party has announced Miguel Diaz-Canel will succeed Raul Castro as party's first secretary. Miguel was named as the first secretary of the Central Committee of the Communist Party of Cuba. So Miguel Diaz-Canel appointed as the first secretary of the Central Committee of Communist Party of Cuba. Cuba's capital Havana, currency peso. President is Miguel Diaz-Canel. Coming to amount and agreements, on April 27th, Asian Development Bank has provided a fiscal support of $1.5 billion in support of the latest pandemic response. This fiscal support of $1.5 billion to India formed part of the $16.1 billion that ADB has specifically set aside for the pandemic response in 2020. Headquarters of ADB is in Mandaluyong, Philippines. President is Matsusugu Asakawa. Member countries are 68. On April 22, as per the recent report titled Gender Bias and Inclusion in Advertising in India, released by the UNICEF and the Geena Davis Institute on Gender in Media, women are more likely to be depicted as caretakers and parents than male characters and less likely to be shown in paid occupation. The research analyzed over 1,000 television and YouTube advertisements aired across India in 2019. So, headquarters of UNICEF is in New York, United States. Executive Director is Henrietta H. Fore. Headquarters of Geena Davis Institute is at Los Angeles, California. CEO is Madeline D. Nono. On April 26, the richer countries in the Asia-Pacific region are likely to recover quickly from the impact of coronavirus pandemic than their poorer counterparts, according to a joint report responding to the COVID-19 pandemic, leaving no country behind by ADB, UNDP and UNESCAP. So, responding to the COVID-19 pandemic, leaving no country behind report is by ADB and UNDP and UNESCAP. Headquarters of ADB is in Mandaluyong, Philippines. President is Matsusugu Asakawa. Member countries are 68. Headquarters of UNDP is in New York, USA. Administrator is Achim Steiner, founded in the year 1965. Headquarters of UNESCAP is in Bangkok, Thailand. Executive Secretary is Armida Salcia Alice J. Bana. On April 20th, the annual report Trend in World Military Expenditure was released by the Stockholm International Peace Research Institute. In its report, the SIPRI has found that the world's top military spenders, US, China and India, saw their military spending go up as compared to 2019. Global military spending has risen to 2.6% in 2020 despite pandemic. Last year, the US spent a total of $778 billion. China spent $252 billion and India's military expenditure was $72.9 billion. So you can see it here. India has only 10% of USA. China has almost 4 times, at least 3.5 times as of India. And India is far behind at $72.9 billion. Headquarter of CIPRI is in Stockholm, Sweden. Director is Dan Smith. On April 27th, World Health Organization along with UNICEF and the Vaccine Alliance Gavi has unveiled a UN-led global immunization strategy to reach more than 50 million children who have missed the vaccination against measles and other diseases because of COVID-19 disruption. WHO has announced to achieve this by 2030. So WHO, UNICEF and Gavi have unveiled global immunization strategy to reach over 50 million children by 2030. Headquarter of WHO is in Geneva, Switzerland. DG is Tedros Adhanom. Member countries are 194. Headquarter of UNICEF is in New York, USA. Executive Director is Henrietta H. Fore, established in the year 1946. Headquarter of Gavi is in Geneva, Switzerland. CEO is Dr. Seth Berkley. Coming to MOU collaboration and partnerships, on April 23, the Department of Higher Education Andhra Pradesh government in collaboration with Microsoft has announced a strategic partnership to train 1.62 crore students and unemployed youth across 300 plus college and skill development centers in the state. So Andhra Pradesh and Microsoft have signed a strategic partnership to train 1.62 crore students and unemployed youth. Andhra Pradesh capital is Amravati, Vishakhapatnam is executive capital, Kurnool is judicial capital. CM is YS Jagan Mohan Reddy, Governor is Bishwa Bhushan Harichandan. Headquarter of Microsoft is in Washington, USA. CEO is Satya Nadella, founded in the year 1975. On April 26, IIT Guwahati and the North East Frontier Railway Zone have signed an MOU to collaborate on research projects aiming at improving maintenance and operations of train running in the region and other fields. The NFR is one of the 17 railway zones of the Indian Railways. So IIT Guwahati and NFR have signed an MOU to collaborate on research projects. Headquarter of NFR is in Maligaon, Guwahati, Assam. Chief Administrative Officer is Anshul Gupta. Total number of railway zones in India is 18. On April 27, Business Wire India, FSS and NPCI International Payment Limited have signed a strategic partnership to expand UPI transactions in international markets. India is among the three first countries globally to launch the real-time payment rails, processing close to 3 billion transactions a month on the UPI network. So FSS plus NIPL have a strategic partnership to expand the UPI transactions in international markets. Headquarter of NPCI is in Mumbai. Chairman is Vishwa Mohan Mohapatra. MD and CEO is Dilip Asbe. CIO of NIPL is Ritesh Shukla. On April 27, RBI has issued guidelines for the appointment of statutory auditor of banks and non-banking finance companies, including housing finance companies. SC and SA should be appointed for a continuous period of 3 years. Regional rural banks are exempted from this procedure. Banks and UCBs will be required to take prior approval of RBI for an appointment, reappointment of SCA and SA on annual basis. Entities with an asset size less than Rs 15,000 crore should appoint a minimum of one audit firm for conducting statutory audit. So RBI has issued guidelines for the appointment of statutory auditors of bank and NBFCs. SCAs and SAs should be appointed for a continuous period of 3 years. RRBs are exempted from this procedure. Banks and UCBs will be required to take prior approval of RBI for appointment, reappointment of SC and SAs. Entities with an asset size less than 15,000 crore should appoint a minimum of one audit firm for statutory audit. Headquarter of RBI is in Mumbai. Governor is Shaktikanta Das, established in the year 1st April 1935. Coming to for books and authors, The Living Mountain is a Fable for Our Times is a new book by Janipath winner and internationally renowned author Amitabh Ghosh. It is written during the course of the pandemic. HarperCollins Publishers India will publish the book as a special standalone edition in January 22 under its prestigious Fourth Estate imprint. So The Living Mountain, a Fable for Our Times book, authored by Amitabh Ghosh, publisher is HarperCollins. On April 21, Akash Ranisan, a well-known climate change activist and sustainability influencer, has launched an e-book, Climate Change Explained, for one and all. The book focuses on the serious topic of climate change and how it can affect every individual's life. So Climate Change Explained, for one and all, authored by Akash Ranisan. Yashaswini Chandra's A Tale of the Horse, A History of Indian Horseback is a charming book, both in its broad strokes as well as details. The Tale of the Horse is a history of Indian horseback, authored by Yashaswini Chandra. On April 24, popular Gujarati and Hindi film actor Amit Mistry has passed away after suffering a major cardiac arrest. He was 47. Amit Mistry, popular Gujarati and Hindi film actor, passed away. Indian nuclear scientist Krishnamurthy Santham, who played a noteworthy role in 1998 nuclear test at Pokhran, passed away. He was awarded with Padma Bhushan in 1999 in science and engineering. So Krishnamurthy Santham, India's nuclear scientist, passed away. Padma Bhushan in science and engineering. Classical singer Rajan Mishra has passed away due to COVID-19 complications. He was 70. Winner of Padma Bhushan, Sangeet Natak Academy Award and the Gandhar National Award. He was associated with Banaras Gharana. So Rajan Mishra, classical singer, passed away. Banaras Gharana. He was the winner of Padma Bhushan, Sangeet Natak Academy Award, and Gandharv National Award. We have done 30 more points after 50 points, and here we will take just a 5-minute break before finishing off with this mock drill with 20 more points. On April 19, Google has celebrated the 151st birthday of Russian surgeon, professor, poet, and author Dr. Vera Gedroitz. Dr. Gedroitz is credited as one of the country's first female military surgeon and one of the world's first female professors of surgery. So, April 19 is the first 151st birthday of Dr. Vera Gedroitz. He was a Russian surgeon, professor, poet, and author. Russia's first female military surgeon, too. Russia's capital is Moscow. Russian ruble is currency. PM is Mikhail Mishustin. President, we all know, is Mr. Putin. On April 24, L. Sebaretim, director and chairman of Chennai Super Kings Cricket Limited, has died of heart failure. He was also the former director of Chennai Petroleum Corporation Limited and Indian Oil Corporation. So L. Sebaretnam, has director and chairman of Chennai Super Kings Cricket Limited, passed away. Former Bihar Education Minister and Janata Dal United MLA Meva Lal Chaudhary passed away. He was the sitting member of Legislative Assembly in Bihar's Tarapur constituency. Bihar's capital is Patna. CM is Nitish Kumar. Governor is Fagu Chauhan. John Conrads in Australia, a swimmer, passed away. He was an Olympic gold medalist in the 1960. He was 78 years old. The capital of Australia is Canberra. Currency is Australian dollar. PM is Scott Morrison. Manzoor Ashtesham, a Hindi writer, passed away. He was awarded Padma Shri in 2003. So Manzoor Ashtesham passed away. Manzoor Ashtesham was a Hindi writer from Bhopal who raised important questions about the identity of the increasingly alienated Muslim minority. Manzoor Ashtesham's first published story in 1960s was Ramzan Mein Maut. He was honored with Padma Shri in 2003. He first published short story in 1973 that was Ramzan Mein Maut. On April 26, a 1977 batch IPS officer of the Bihar cadre, former Sahastra Seema Bal, Chief Arun Chaudhary, has passed away. He was 66 years old. He served for nearly 2 decades in the Intelligence Bureau. Headquarters of SSB is in New Delhi. Director General is Kumar Rajesh Chandra, former Chief of SSB, passed away. On April 25th, Supreme Court Justice Mohan M. Shantagodar had passed away. He was 62. Born in 1958 and enrolled as an advocate in 1980, he was the 9th senior most judge of the Supreme Court. So Mohan M. Shantagodar, 9th senior most judge of the Supreme Court, passed away. Noted Odia and English writer Manoj Das has passed away at the age of 87 in Pondicherry. He was conferred with the Padma Bhushan Award in 2020 for his contribution in the field of literature and education. He was earlier conferred with Padma Shri in 2001. On April 26, famous poet and Padma Shri Award winner Dadma Ghadavi passed away. He was honored with Padma Shri Award for his rich contribution to a field of art and literature. So Dadudan Ghadvi, former Gujarati poet, passed away. Padma Shri Award in 2021 in the field of art and literature. On April 22, the Indian Space Research Organization has announced to support 8 joint research projects of the Space Technology Cell, IIT Delhi. The ISRO will support the projects under its RESPOND program with varying durations of 1 to 3 years. So ISRO is going to support 8 joint research projects of the Space Technology Cell, IIT Delhi, under the RESPOND program. Headquarters of ISRO is in Bengaluru, Karnataka. Director is Kailash Vidhusivan, formed in the year 1969. Kosovar biologist Halil Ibrahimi has discovered a new insect species named as Potamophylax coronavirus in Kosovo's western Bijekshek A Nemuna, a Kurzed Mountains National Park. He collected the species with an associate professor of the Natural Sciences faculty at Pristina University. It is smaller, lives in a different habitat, and is open high altitude zones some 2000 meters above sea level. So this is named as coronavirus. This is not a variant of coronavirus. Actually, this is a new insect species. It was only possible to discover it in the less human interaction that is possible due to corona. That's why it is named as coronavirus Potamophylax. So Al Ibrahimi has discovered a new insect species called Potamophylax coronavirus, discovered in Kurzed Mountains National Park, Kosovo. IIT Kharagpur Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs has signed an MOU to set up Accelerator Center for Research and Development at the institute. The Affordable Sustainable Housing Accelerators India initiative under the Global Housing Technology Challenge India is one of its kind innovations. SCI, CCI and SIIC IIT Kanpur have tied up to provide gateway for opportunities to tech-based startups. You can see it here. A mission of the NASA called Spatial Heterodyne Interferometric Emission Line Dynamic Spectrometer has lifted off from the White Sands Missile Range in New Mexico on April 19. SHIELDS will examine light from hydrogen atoms that originated in interstellar space. So NASA's SHIELD mission lifted off from the White Sands Missile Range in New Mexico. Headquarters of NASA is in Washington, D.C., USA. Administrator Jim Bridenstine, founded in the year 1958. On April 26, scientists have discovered the smallest known black hole in Milky Way galaxy and the closest to our solar system, named Unicorn. It is located about 1500 light years from Earth. A luminous star called Red Giant's orbit with the black hole in so-called binary system star named as V723 MON. So it is 1500 light years away from Earth. A luminous star orbits with the black hole named V723 MON. On April 20, US has launched NROL-82 spy satellite into space from California. The satellite lifted off the Vandenberg Air Force Base aboard a United Launch Alliance Delta IV heavy rocket. So USA has launched the NROL-82 spy satellite into space from California. USA's capital is Washington, D.C., currency US dollar. 46th president is Joe Biden. 49th VP is Kamala Harris. On April 25, Bharti-backed OneWeb has launched 36 new satellites from Vostochny Cosmodrome in Russia for its low Earth orbit constellation. It was launched by Arianespace Soyuz rocket. This is OneWeb's second launch in a 5-launch program that will enable it to deliver connectivity solution to all regions north of 50 degrees latitude by the middle of 2021. So OneWeb, backed by Bharti Airtel, has launched new 36 satellites from Vostochny Cosmodrome in Russia. Headquarters of OneWeb is in London, UK. CEO is Adrian Steckel. Executive Chairman is Sunil Bharti Mittal. On April 27, the Defense Research and Development Organization has developed a single crystal blade that are used in helicopter engines, and it has supplied 60 of them to Hindustan Aeronautics Limited for the company's indigenous helicopter development program. These blades are manufactured out of nickel-based superalloys that are capable of withstanding high temperature. So DRDO has developed single crystal blades used in helicopter engines manufactured by nickel-based superalloys. Headquarters of DRDO is in New Delhi. Chairman is G. Satish Reddy, established in the year 1958. On April 26, Microsoft and UK's Met Office have teamed up to build the world's most powerful supercomputer to forecast weather and climate change. It is likely to be operational in 2022. Japan's Fujitsu Laboratories used the world's most powerful supercomputer, Fugaku, to develop an AI model to predict tsunami flooding. So Microsoft and Met Office UK have teamed up to build the world's most powerful supercomputer to forecast weather. Fugaku is one of the world's most super powerful computer used by Japan Fujitsu Laboratories. Headquarters of Microsoft is in Washington, USA. CEO is Satya Nadella, founded in the year 1975. On April 27th, a community service center called Aditya L1 Support Cell has been set up at the Aryabhatta Research Institute of Observational Sciences, Transit Campus in Haldwani, Uttarakhand, to bring all data on board India's first dedicated solar space mission to a single web-based interface. The ISRO establishes Aditya L1 Support Cell at Ares Transit Campus in Haldwani, Uttarakhand. Headquarters of Ares is in Nainital, Uttarakhand. Headquarters of ISRO is in Bengaluru, Karnataka. Director for Ares is Dr. Dibankar Banerjee. Director for ISRO is Director Kailas Vidhu Sivan, formed in the year 1969. So here we shall begin with the 7th, I think the 8th and the last most mock drill that we will do after some time. Thank you very much for joining in.